lose that punch. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! I love it. Champ gonna need a new hand. We'll be eating tonight.
I mean, what he won world titles in what, 8 divisions?
8 divisions, 13 or 14 world titles.
Crazy.
It will never be done again.
Crazy.
And as much as you want to see records broken, and I want to break records, that man is a one of one.
He's a one of one.
Yeah.
I mean, when he knocked down Thurman in that fight, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's 40 years old and still can crack and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thump.
Definitely the greatest boxer maybe in my generation, but not the best fighter. I would say the best, brawler boxer type fighter, Manny Pacquiao, man.
Oh yeah,
Destroyer.
Manny Pacquiao. He
fucking just
won
a
world
destroyer.
titles in 8 different weight time. I mean, he won world titles in what, 8 divisions?
8 divisions, 13 or 14 world titles.
Crazy.
It will never be done again.
Crazy.
And as much as you want to see records broken, and I want to break records, that man is a one of one.
He's a one of one.
Yeah.
I mean, when he knocked down Thurman in that fight, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's 40 years old and still can crack and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thump.
Bang's beloved warrior is back. At 46, Manny Pacquiao isn't returning for an exhibition. He's stepping in against WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19th in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's
Seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, God damn, this guy's great. I mean, just look at his career with 8 different weight classes, world titles in 8 different weight classes. 40 years old, beats Keith Thurman, who's in his prime.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion. And
Well, he's short-term power. It's that explosive speed, that explosive power, the footwork he gets in position, and all of a sudden he's landed 3, 4, 5 shots, and then he's angled off. A lot like I did in my fight against Lopez. A lot of that, sparring paid off, and it did shape me. And I know he did put out a tweet as well, saying that I hope the sparring we did, helped you in this fight, and straight away.
that's amazing.
And I was so excited. He's a legend of the sport.
He is a legend, and he's such an unusual guy. You know what's crazy about him is his calves.
The reaction, mixed but explosive. Some fans call it inspirational. Others see it as a dangerous gamble. Joe Rogan weighed in with concern. He's a once-in-a-lifetime fighter, Rogan said, but this comeback doesn't look sharp. It looks rusty.
He did it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Cotto. I love this school. And the way that he beat Cotto, I didn't think nobody could ever do that to him. Man. What the fuck?
Well, his legs, Manny's legs are like tree trunks.
Yeah. And the
It's
hand
crazy.
speed, the power.
Speed, everything.
I just always wish that the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight would have took place many, many years before than when it did,
Well, it also took place in Manny.
Right.
Once he steps through that ropes, like, this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
like
Yeah.
Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and he just
Ooh, don't say that. Yeah.
and got crucified.
Yeah, but he's super
I wish you the
religious,
best.
too.
Good luck in the.
He cited a recent training clip where Manny accidentally injured his coach mid-session. Impressive? Maybe. Alarming? Definitely. NFL star Aaron Rodgers also chimed in.
Massive.
They're giant. They're like a thigh.
And I know the reason why, because in General Santos, the mountains that he runs and that steep hill, that's why they're so big, because he's always constantly running the mountains. And I was doing the mountain runs with him.
Yeah.
My calves started getting bigger and bigger. But I understand, why his calves are huge. But he's always bouncing. He's always moving around.
Yes.
Like, he'll bounce for like 20-something rounds. He'll do his pads and he's jumping up and down. And,
Let's go.
An unbelievable person, unbelievable athlete, and a legend of the sport. I think as time progresses, people are really gonna appreciate his greatness.
Yeah, and coming back from defeats too. I mean, he's a guy that's had his downs. Yeah. He's had his ups and his downs, and he always.
He's 46. That's insane, he said, shocked at Pacquiao's return to elite competition. Legendary promoter Bob Arum wasn't shy either. I love Manny, but this fight has me nervous, he admitted. Inside Pacquiao's camp, strategy seems cautious.
He's friendly to people. It's like he's so admirable just as a human being.
And it shows too that defeats, I love how the UFC is, losses are losses.
Yeah.
Boxing has this stereotype where the zero is so important.
When Manny is also like a world-class pool player.
Well, he's got the pool tables at his mansion in his house.
He's really good.
So he's non-stop.
Like he plays like a professional.
And he loves his basketball.
Yeah,
you should see this guy great at basketball shooting too. Threes. It's unbelievable.
Wow, he's a serious athlete.
Yeah.
Did training with him? Did you make any changes to the way you approach fights or the way you prepare for fights after training with him?
I did. I learned the 1%ers, the extra bit to do the. Usually before the sparring with Manny Pacquiao, you do your 8 rounds or your 10 rounds of pads and your sparring, but that's it. You do your ab work and you finish. With him, he does his pad work, he does his sparring, but then he's on the bag, he's on the shadow boxing, he's there doing the pad work. So the extra rounds just builds that conditioning and that stamina. And that's what I just found, that push more rounds. If the body can keep going.
A trainer quietly told reporters, "We're going the full 12, no rush, just smart boxing."
Manny, any advice on Crawford moving up in weight? You did it so many times. Any advice for Crawford moving up in weight? You did it so many times and you were successful. What do you tell Crawford? Any advice?
My advice to him is just focus on speed and the speed and style. And also
Yet Pacquiao has made doubters eat their words before. Remember Keith Thurman in 2019? Manny dropped him and won. Now, 4 years later, he says this fight is about more than belts or paychecks.
Got Manny Pacquiao top 5.
You
reason
don't.
why he's not up there.
But
You
why?
should know that reason.
It's your interview.
Man, Manny's a generational talented fighter. Like, he's accomplished what no other fighter is ever.
Yeah.
Again, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own. That's me personally, because for the simple fact, when Floyd made it a point for him to do the blood test, He didn't want to do the blood test. But then when he did,
5 greatest of all time, pound for pound.
ooh, you got Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran.
You don't put Manny up.
It's about proving something to myself, Pacquiao said. I'm not done yet. So is this a farewell fight or the spark of a final chapter no one expected? One thing's certain, Manny Pacquiao never plays it safe. Subscribe now for exclusive coverage, training footage, and breakdowns as this historic return unfolds.